Hi everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me tonight. If this is your first time joining, my name is Laura Rodrick. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. I will usually bring a live card making class every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I was off last week for Thanksgiving week, but I'm back tonight, so I'm excited to be back. I've got some really fun Christmas cards that we're going to do tonight, so I'm excited about that. So we'll just give people a couple minutes to hop on. Now, this class that we're doing tonight, we're making with the Merriest Moments. Hi, Kelly, class. Oh, hi, Pam. How are you? Thank you for sharing. This Merriest Moments class is one that I sold in advance, so we're going to have some people on tonight who are going to be crafting along with us who already received the kit in advance. So that's going to be super fun. So let me just wait just a couple more minutes. Let me see if I'm coming up. I don't want to wait too long because we've got a lot of fun stuff to talk about tonight. All right. Hi, Renee. How are you? All right. Thank you guys for joining me. So before I turn my camera down, 2 weeks ago when I had my Facebook Live, I said I was going to give away a stamp set. So a lot of people shared. I thank you guys for sharing. And what I do is I have a little app on my phone that I put everybody's name in, a little spinning wheel, and then I spin the wheel. So the winner was Karen Clark. And Karen won the Sweet Gingerbread House that we used 2 weeks ago, that stamp set. So Karen, if you can message me your address, I will put this in the mail for you right away. Hey, Renee, thank you. My vacation was great. I was in Chicago last week. I had a really nice time. I got to see my grandbaby. I got to spend time with my kids. So it was just an awesome week. My flight kept getting delayed Sunday night, so I didn't get home till 2:30. Went to bed at 3 and got up at 5:30 for work the next morning. So yeah, I took a little nap before I went to work on Monday. But it was awesome. It was good to be home. Hi, Lois. Okay, this week, since we're using the Merriest Moment bundle, I'm going to be giving away a stamp set again, and it'll be a contest for people who are sharing. So I have this Merriest Moment stamp set. If you share, be sure to leave a comment in either YouTube or on Facebook, and that way I'll know you shared, and I'll put you in the drawing. All right, so let me turn my camera down, and we will get started. Is anybody panicking about Christmas? I have to admit, I'm just doing a little bit of panicking, but we are in it now, right? We are full on in it. It's time to decorate and bake and make cards and the whole thing. Okay, that looks good. So I want to tell you about a little kit promotion that I'm running right now. So I'm going to start with that. I have this Dear Santa letter. And what I'm doing is I'm offering an adhesive kit for Christmas. So different people offer different adhesive kits. They're all custom, you know, whatever we like to offer, whatever we get. So the adhesive I'm kidding, let me just show you what it is. It comes in this really sparkly, pretty burlap bag, and there's a little Christmas tag that goes with it. So I feel like it's a really nice gift to give to somebody. And then on the inside, I have this clear plastic pouch, and I have a little embellished create and a glittery gold on the outside. And then what you're going to get inside the kit is all my favorite adhesives, the Stampin' Steel from Stampin' Up, the Stampin' Dimensionals, a pack of those. I'm only including one sheet of the minis because I feel like these last forever. I think I've only gone through like 3 sheets in my entire life. A package of mini glue dots, a Tombow glue, my favorite glue pen that I use all the time, the Zigway 2-way glue pen, and then a mono sand eraser that helps you erase those little boo-boos sometimes. So this is my entire adhesive kit, and the cost of the kit is $45, and that includes the shipping with it. So if you're interested in that, send me an email at sunshineandsparklestamping@gmail.com to order the kit. And then I'll send you an invoice through Square. If you would like this little flyer to maybe, I don't know, accidentally leave around your house or something, if you want someone else to give you a present like that, email me and I'll send you the flyer. All right. So a lot going on with Stamping Up as we're ending towards the end of the year. Our new catalogs are coming out in January. We have a celebration catalog where you can earn free products. We have a mini catalog that's coming out. I can't open these yet to show you what's inside, but I can tell you there's a lot of fun things coming up. Let me give you one tiny little sneak peek. When I was at my Stampin' Up convention a few weeks ago, my upline, Erica Serwin, she's one of my uplines. She designed this stamp set, and look at this little piñata. It's so cute. It's got tacos and little faces. I don't have it yet, but as a demonstrator, I can order it the 1st of December, so I'm definitely going to order it. And she just made this cute little Matchbox treat holder, and it's got a little taco in it, a little gummy taco. So that is super fun. So this is one of the kits I'm definitely going to be ordering. This is her $1 million stamp set. So if you sell $1 million in sales, you get to design your own stamp set for Stampin' Up. So this is going to be fun. I can't wait to show you some of the things that are coming out. Tonight, the Merriest Moments set is what we're using from this catalog right now, the July to December mini catalog. And this Merriest Moments set that I just showed you, the stamp set, these are a couple ideas from Stampin' Up. So that's where that came from. That's page 23 that product's on. These are the cards we're going to make tonight. They're very, very glittery and sparkly. We'll do this little fun fold one that I like to do a lot. So a lot of gold, a lot of glitter, really fun cards to make for Christmas. All right, so thank you for joining me. Let's get started. And let me see, which one do I want to do first? I think we're going to do this one first. Okay, so again, this is the stamp set we're going to use. This is a really fun die set that you can get with the bundle. And it's got, I have 2 pages of these dies, right? So these cut out the poinsettias and the leaves and everything. And then this cuts out the middle of this for sentiments. And then you can cut out either with this, or I'm going to show you how to use the embossing folder and the other die that goes with this. So I'll be showing you that in just a minute. So let me show you, I have the other die, and this is fun. So this 3D embossing folder also has this die separately that you can put into it, okay? And let me just line this up, and it kind of snaps in there. It doesn't really snap, but it kind of fits in there well. And what you're going to do is just put your cardstock in there, and you're just going to run it through your emboss machine, just like you normally would. And what you're going to get then is the die is going to cut out the edges, and then you're going to get these really nice embossed images. And isn't that pretty? I just think it's so, so pretty. So we're going to be doing that. Now we want to do a little prep work before we do the cards. So if you received the kit in the mail, I sent you also this piece of paper, and I sent you this little tutorial sheet ahead of time. It was almost like homework, right? It was the Merriest Moments class prep guide, and it just told you what to stamp ahead of time and then what to die cut. So I'm just going to go through that really quick and show you guys some of the stamps. We're only using 2 colors, which is really nice. All right. So we've got a bigger poinsettia leaf, I guess, well, petals really, I guess they're petals. So you're going to need 3 of those. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp 3 on here. And I'm doing for all the cards at one time because I think it saves time and it's just a lot easier. So if you purchased the class, hopefully you've already done this and die cut these out. So you're all ready. We're going to do 8 of the smaller poinsettia petals. 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can see how fast that goes, right? So you can make these cards in kind of a hurry. Next, we're going to use the garden green, and I just used, there's several different reds with Stampin' Up. I used the cherry cobbler for these cards tonight. And then this is garden green, just kind of your basic green. And we're going to stamp the leaves in a couple different sizes. We have like a small, medium, and a large. So I'm going to start with the bigger one, and I need 4 of these, and I'm just going to kind of stamp them wherever I have room to make the most out of my piece of white cardstock. So 4 of the big ones, and 4 of the medium. And then I think I need 3 of the small ones. Let me move this a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. 1, 2, 3 of the small ones. Then we just have 2 things left. I've got one of these little, and I don't know what this is. I thought I looked it up to see. Hold on, let me see if I wrote it on the sheet. I know I was just totally making up names. I called one a mistletoe branch and one a juniper branch. But, you know, like I said, I kind of made them up. So call them whatever you like. But you need one of these like this. And then we're going to do one of these, which are really pretty. It's almost like an evergreen branch. So pretty. That's it. All the stamping is done except for the sentiments or the cards. So then what you're going to do is take your die cuts. And you're just going to line them all up. You've got the big flower, and I just have to kind of keep turning it until I get it exactly the spot that I want it. The little one, and you can see you can cut out a whole bunch of these things at once. So maybe 3 or 4, I guess 4 passes, and you can be done cutting out all your things, right? So we've got the big leaf that just goes, etc. There's a die for every one of these images, right? So here's that one. Here's this one. So you can see you can do this rather quickly. Just send it through your die cutting machine and do a whole bunch at once. Okay, so I've already pre-done that. So I have my little dish of all these little parts that I've already cut out, and I think I have enough for 2 sets of cards in here. So we have plenty of pieces to play with tonight. But if you ordered the class, hopefully you've already done that, and you also have a little dish of little embellishments to work with, and that's going to make the rest of it really easy and fun. Okay, so this will be the first card that we're going to make, and don't you just love the sentiments that come with this kit? I think they're so pretty. I'm just looking, sorry, at the comments. Lois is saying, is this a live for only the ones about the class? No, this is a live for everybody. And I actually, if anyone's interested in getting the kit, I still have a kit left. You just have to email me, and I can send you a kit, and I can go over that later. Hold on, I'm already full of ink, and I just barely started stamping, so hold on. Okay. No, you don't have to have the kit. I'm just showing everybody how to do this. So if you have this bundle, this is a great bundle to make some really beautiful Christmas cards. Okay, so the rest is basically just layering, right? We're going to start the first card with a card base that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and this is garden green cardstock. We have the white glimmer paper, which is really glittery and pretty, and we're just going to make that our first layer on the card. Okay, the next layer we're going to put on is this that we die cut, and this is cherry cobbler cardstock. And let me just make sure all the little pieces are punched out. I think that looks pretty good. There's one more. And die cut just the way I showed you, and it's also embossed, which makes it really pretty. So that's going to be our next layer that just goes here. And I'm just going to use a little bit of seal to adhere that to. I'm going to use a little bit more than normal of the seal because I'm adhering it to the glimmer paper, and I want to make sure it stays stuck on there. I'm not going to worry too much about the edges because I think they'll kind of stay where they're at. Okay, so that's our next layer. Now we're going to put our sentiment on next, and that's going to go right here in the middle. And you can see when it cuts out with that rectangle, you get a little bit of stitching around the side, which is nice. So we're going to get out the cherry cobbler again. And this first stamp is a joyful Christmas to you and yours. And we'll just stamp this right in the middle. Okay. And I'm just going to put that down flat too, because I think with the rest of the things we're going to layer on, we'll have enough dimension. We don't really need to pop this up. Okay. So I'm going to put this right here, and you can see I got just a tiny, tiny bit of red right there. So that's a little boo-boo. So I can do one of two things. I can take my sand eraser and kind of sand this down a little bit to get rid of it. But we're actually going to have some holly leaves right there, so I'm not even going to bother to do that. I think it's going to be fine. Okay, so for embellishments, we've got these really pretty holly leaves. So we're going to put some of these on. And this is really, these gold holly leaves are really fun. They come in this little container, and let me just open them up and pull some out. They come in 2 different sizes. There's some big ones and some small ones. So let me pull out a few of each size. So I'm going to start with 3 of the big ones right up here. And I'm just going to use some glue dots to put those on. So let me just get those glue. And then I'm going to just pull those off with a pair of scissors. And we will just, oh, I put this one on backwards. This isn't the same as the other one I did. Whoopsie. Wow, that was crazy. That one went flying. Let me just get a different one because I think it went under my stamp pads. All right, so I'm just going to kind of have these 3 holly leaves meet in the middle here. Well, maybe I should just take these off with my finger because that is not working out so well with the scissors, is it? All right, yes, my little mistake is now all gone. And then I have a couple, I'm going to use a big one and a little one for down here. And as you can see, I kind of did this one upside down. I was kind of following the actual holly leaves when I did the other one, but it'll still look fine like this, so I'm not too worried about that. So let me get these last 2 stuck on. And with these holly leaves, there's a shiny side and more of a dull side. All right, let's try something different because the scissors were not cooperating. Let's try the take your pick. See if that'll get these off a little bit easier. And I'm going to put one right about here and one here. Then we're going to start layering a couple of the flowers up. So I need a couple of the big ones. So I'm going to have a big one here, and then I'm going to layer it with a smaller one on top. So let me just get out some of my pieces. So that's going to go like that. And then we're going to use some of the leaves to go behind. So I think I used like a small, a medium, and a large on each of the flowers, behind each of the flowers. So I've got a small, medium, large. I like that one. A small, a medium. All right, hold on. Got a lot of pieces here. Another medium. Whoops, is that yeah, that's a medium. And then a large. Okay, I think that'll be all our pieces. So let's start layering these up. So I did start by using some dimensionals to pop the flowers up. So on the bottom layer, the bigger layer, we're going to use a dimensional and just pop this flower up right about here. And then I'll just use a little seal to attach this layer right like that. Now I'm going to be able to just kind of tuck my leaves underneath. And I'm just going to use seal because I think that works really fast for me. And put one of the leaves here. And the medium down here. And then after we get these all in place, we're just going to add a couple of embellishments to kind of spruce it up a little bit more. So we're going to have embellishments, glitter, all the things you need for a really fun card, right? All right, let's do the other side. Starting with a dimensional. I hope y'all are having a good week this week. Our weather, when I was driving home from work today, it was 79 degrees, absolutely gorgeous out. But then I think the temperatures are supposed to drop tomorrow, and we're supposed to get more cold weather, which I think the highest tomorrow is going to be maybe 60 and the next day 50. But hopefully by the weekend, we're going to be warmer again. Because before I went to Chicago, we had some really cold, rainy weather here, and it was not that much fun. The weather was actually not bad in Chicago. It was a little bit milder than normally when we're there at Thanksgiving. I hope y'all are having good weather where you are. Okay, I think that's it. All of our things are in place. Now we're just going to do some embellishing. So I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool. Now I've got these little red dots, and these are from, what is the name of it? Hold on. Festive Pearls, the Festive Pearls. So I like them because they're a little cherry cobbler color, so they coordinate really nicely. So we'll just add 3 of them up here, and then we'll add a couple more on our leaves that are over here. We could actually add 3 if we wanted to. Might as well use them up, right? Okay, now let's add some pearls. Hold on, get rid of this. I've got some of the iridescent pearls basic jewels, so let me pull some of these out. My little pouches, I feel like I get glue everywhere. So I'm going to use these bigger size ones and just put 3 in the middle of each of these flowers. And the sheen on these is just so pretty. I just love it. Now, I don't know if it's color correct because I don't know what color the inside of the poinsettia is. But I think they look really pretty like this. So we'll just put 3 of those. And I think we are done with the first card. So once you do the homework and get the prep part done, the rest is pretty easy and they come together pretty quickly. All right, so that is our first Joyful Christmas card. Very sparkly, right? Okay, so the next card we're gonna do all right, sorry, I'm just looking for a minute at the comments. Okay, the next one, we're going to do basically a similar card, right? We're just going to use a little bit different things to go with it, all right? So, let's get out the pieces for this one. We're starting with the same garden green cardstock for the base of the card, except this time our card is going to open this way. And the other paper in the glimmer paper set is red, so it comes with red and white glimmer paper. And I cut this one a little bit closer to the edge, so not as much green is showing. So on this one, it is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So let's put that first layer down. I just love the pretty glittery Christmas. Love, love, love this pretty red paper. Okay, and this time we cut out the die out of the gold. And this is just gold cardstock. And let me just get out any other little pieces that are there. Just punch these out really quick. And I think that looks pretty good. Now let me see if this time I can put it on the right way and not upside down like I did on the last card. Okay. Now I'm not sure what happened here when I was die cutting, but there's a little mark, but we're going to cover that up, so we're not even going to see that, so that's fine. So again, we'll just use a little bit of seal to put this down. I'm going to use a lot of seal, again, because it's on the glimmer paper. I want to make sure that it sticks. And I can see I missed a couple spots from the back side that I need to poke through. All right, right in the middle again, just like that. Okay, now we've got a couple layers. I've got a green layer, and this is, again, the same garden green cardstock. This is 3 inches by 2 1/4 inches, just a plain rectangle that I cut out. That's going to go down first. And then I used that rectangle die to cut out another middle. And this time we're going to use Season's Greetings. And we'll be doing that again in the Cherry Cobbler. Oh, Nicole, thank you. All right, let's go right across this one near the top. Even just the Season's Greetings, I think, is just such a pretty font for Christmas. This is one of my favorite fonts. Okay, so I'm going to use some seal to attach this to the green layer. And then we'll pop up the green layer onto the gold. And then we're going to get out some more of the things that we've already prepped to make it nice and easy to layer. And just a few dimensionals. And this will go right here in the middle, just like that. All right, let's get out the pieces we need. So we have a big and a medium, and then 2 mediums. These didn't stamp as dark as they normally would. I probably need to re-ink my cherry cobbler. Okay, so we'll have a couple mediums like that. And then let's get out some leaves. Big, big, medium, small, and another medium. Okay, and let's start layering up our flowers. Same as we did before, we're just going to start with the first layer is just going to be with seal. And I'm just doing a medium on medium here just for a little bit of making it a little bit different. Okay, and then we'll pop up those flowers. And that'll give us some room to put our leaves behind. So one right there, one over here. And let me get some adhesive on the leaves. Let me see, am I high enough up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm doing? Sometimes I work too low and then you can't see. Now you could use regular Tombow glue for this too. I'm just impatient and like to go fast, so I like to use the seal real quick. And it holds fine, so you can use it if you like to. All right, 2 more leaves. All right, let's do some embellishing now. We're going to use those same pearls that we used before. So let me just grab some of these, and I'm just going to put 3 in the middle of each flower again. Okay, and then I think we need some gold ribbon. One of my favorite ribbons, the gold shimmer ribbon. So let's just tie a bow with that and put it right on the corner of the card. And then we'll be finished with this card. All right. Let me just trim this off a little bit. Okay, and let's use a glue dot to put that on. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I know for some people it's their favorite holiday of the whole year. All right in the corner. And there you have it, nice and easy. A nice glittery Christmas card. Okay, so that is card number 2. Lois, I don't know how you keep the comments from fading away. They just, I have to, I bet you they don't fade away if you use a laptop, but I know with the iPad that I'm looking at, you have to keep swiping up to take a look at them. Okay, let's do this card next, Thinking of You this festive season. And we've done this fun fold before. So what we're adding this time is these scalloped contours dies that I use a lot. And we just use a couple of them to do the inside and the outside, which I just cut those out of the basic white cardstock. So here are our pieces for that. And we've kind of stuck with all the same color theme throughout this card set, right? So cherry cobbler again. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. We have scored it at 4 1/4 and then 2 1/8. Okay, so let me get my bone folder out. And I'm just gonna burnish it. And then this is gonna get folded this way. Let me get that. Like that. So you're just folding it back just like that. Okay. All right. So next I've got layers. So the cardstock that I'm using is really cute cardstock. And this is, let me see if I can see what I've got here. I've got a big pack of it and it's kind of all messed up because I think I have 2 packs that are all put together here. And here's my sheet, and it's Painted Christmas Designer Series paper. Lots of fun prints in here. And so as you can see, I've got a bunch of cut up pieces. These are some of the patterns that I've been using with my cards. So really nice patterns. Let me just show you a couple more. This is one of my favorite patterns here with the holly berries. The pine cones are just beautiful. The other sides are very nice also. This is really pretty with the little mint and the holly leaves. So all kinds of choices you have with this paper. It's just a really nice set. And I believe that carried over from last year. I know the stamp set carried over from last year. I like a good basic stamp set. Now you could use either side. If you like this side better, you could use this on your card too, if you like that better. We're gonna go ahead and use these. I don't know what these are, if they're cranberries or jingle bells. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but I think they're really pretty, just little Christmas baubles, right? So this piece right here of the DSP is 5 1/4 by 4. So we're going to put this right in the center, and this will be the inside of the card. Then we're going to put 2 more pieces right here, and these are 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. So they fit inside here really nicely. All right. See if I can get that lined up with the other one. Okay, so that's our first layer here. Now let's start on our next layer. So here are the 2 pieces that I cut out with the scalloped contours dies of just a basic white. And they've got the pretty scalloped edges and the little dotting going around, the little stitching, which I think is really pretty. So we're going to stamp on both, just on this one piece. And this time we're going to use Thinking of You this festive season, again with the cherry cobbler. Okay. And whoops, I almost did that wrong. Did you see what I almost did? We're going to stamp on this piece, which is another one of those rectangles from the die set. And we're going to do this towards the top because we're going to put our embellishments towards the bottom. So as you can see, I've already got ink on my hand. I got some on here, but we're going to be fine because we're going to put embellishments down there. So let me do this towards the top. Okay, that's it for the stamping for that card. Let me see if I can learn to be a little bit neater with my stamps. You should have seen me last night because I was working on some other things, and my hands were a mess. They were full of ink. Crazy. All right, so now we're just layering, okay? So we have this piece right here from the scallop contours. I have a piece of cherry cobbler that's going on next, and this is 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. So that's going to go right here as the next layer. Then we're going to do a layer of gold. This is the gold cardstock. And we're going to pop this one up. So let me put this on top of it first with some seal, and then we'll just get some dimensionals out. Whoops. If I don't start on a flat surface, I have a hard time with the seal. All right, so that's centered. We'll pop that up onto the cherry cobbler layer. And then we're going to add some embellishments to that. Okay, let's put this kind of about here. All right, I think that looks pretty good. We're about to cover up the mess we made. So for the inside then, I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere this down right in the middle. And then we'll do some embellishing of that too and put some little flowers on that. So this will be your inside. What am I doing with the ink tonight? Hold on. I feel like I didn't even touch the green, and I got a little bit of green on there. Okay, this time I am going to pull out my sand eraser and just get some of this green off. I love using the sand eraser. It's so easy. It just takes off your mistakes like they never even happened. Okay, that's all gone. Okay, hopefully I won't ink anything else up. All right, so this we're just going to put right here. A little bit of adhesive. Putting this on so it's centered in the middle when it's closed. All right, and we're ready to do some embellishing. We're going to take a couple of the, again, smaller petals that we're going to put right here. And we're going to do just one single one on the inside. So let's start with the inside one. And we'll just put that right there. And we'll layer up the next one. I think your flowers would probably be more vibrant because I need to re-ink some of my ink pads. I've used the heck out of them. And I don't think I've ever re-inked any of them. It's time to do it. It's hard to find time. I feel like I'm always so busy doing things. All right, so right like that. And then we're just gonna layer up our other little green that we cut out. Our little pine or juniper branch. We'll put that one down first. And we'll make sure that covers up our little mistake here. And then we'll take this one, which I'm calling a mistletoe branch, probably incorrectly, but that's what it looks like to me. And then we're going to add a couple more of those beautiful gold holly leaves. I'm going to get a couple of big ones. All right. So one right about there. And one right about here. Okay, and then let's just add some more of those pearls. We're going to put some on the inside as well. These little packages come with a ton of pearls, so you can use them like crazy, which is awesome. And, you know, I think on our past classes, we've colored these too. So if you want these to be a certain color, you can just use your blends markers and just use the alcohol markers to color over these and make them any color that you want. So you have pearls available for any card, no matter what color you're using, which is awesome. Okay, that's it for the embellishment. Let's add another gold ribbon. All right, has anybody gotten snow already? Probably not. I feel like a lot of people haven't gotten that much snow yet. Well, except for that 1 week where Michigan got nailed, right? We did not see any signs of snow while we were in Chicago. A little bit of rain, but no snow. And sometimes we do when we go in for Thanksgiving. Okay, gold shimmer ribbon. And we'll put that on with a glue dot. And again, we'll go right up in the corner like that. All right, and that's card number 3. If you're following along, because you got the class, I hope you're keeping up. If not, don't worry, you can just go to the replay and hit pause and get caught up. All right, nice and easy, right? Card number 3. So the next one we're doing is probably the easiest one of all of them that we're doing because it's just a couple of layers. So that's super easy. These are our pieces for this last one. Okay, our favorite little rectangle that we're going to put our sentiment on again. And I have cherry cobbler cardstock. And this time I cut it at 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. And then I scored it at 5 1/2 right here. Okay, because this one's going to open like this. Okay, I have the gold cardstock. And this is 5 1/2 by 3 1/2 inches wide. So we can just put that layer on. And this gold cardstock is a little bit thicker. So again, I'm going to add a little bit more seal because you can see it kind of curves a little bit. So I just want to make sure that stays stuck down really good. So I'm just going to center this. It's going to hit top and bottom and just kind of center it right about there. Okay, and it looks like I might have cut it just a little bit long. So I'm just going to take a pair of scissors. Oh, Kelly says they have snow on the ground right now from last night and this morning. Wow. Kelly, do you like the snow? I like snow for like maybe about 1 day, or it's really nice if you can be inside next to a fire and you don't have to go out anywhere. But I really hated when you'd have to go to work and it snowed and you have to scrape your car and your ice and all that stuff was not fun. DSP piece. This is next. This is 5 1/2 and this is 3 inches wide. So that's the next layer. You could use either side. I like this really pretty little holly berry paper. I like the paper that has small prints on it. I think it's easier to work with. And that looks pretty good. All right, this one we're going to do together is the Merriest Place to Be. I think that's the only stamp that we didn't use for sentiments. And I'm just using cherry cobbler again. I'm going to do this one right kind of in the middle-ish. And it looks like I didn't get any ink on this one yet. Let me check my hands before I touch anything. All right, so this is going to get popped up with some dimensionals, and then we're going to embellish. This one's really fast and easy, right? You could make a bunch of these. All right, nice simple card right in the middle, right like that. And then what I did was I cut out a couple pieces. So there's another die in there. And rather than stamping and die cutting, all I did this time was just die cut from some of the cherry cobbler. So I have a couple little pieces like this. And I'm actually going to pull out my Tombow just for that little dot right in the middle. And then we'll just layer just one on top of the other, just like we've done with the other flowers. And then we'll just have a pretty little poinsettia cut out. Okay. And then I think I'm going to use some more Tombow just to glue it in the corner, since I've already got it close by. Just like that. And let me just kind of fix this. And just hold it for a second so it starts to stay in place. Let's get out some more of the pearls. And we'll use some of the big and the small ones this time. Okay. All right. Gold bow again. Oh, you know what? I want to put a little pearl on the flower too. right in the middle of the flower. There we go. So I think there's 3 weekends left till Christmas. Which isn't a ton of time to get things done, but now is a good time to get the Christmas cards started. Plus, that's a fun thing to do too, right? I feel like making cards is not a chore, it's fun. And it's good to do a bunch of fun things at Christmas. Okay, glue dot. And we'll put the bow on this one right down here. Okay, and that is our last card. So let me just bring back in the cards that we made tonight. I think they're all really pretty and sparkly. Okay, we did this one with the Joyful Christmas. Then we did another super sparkly one with Season's Greetings on it. All right, we have this one and then this last one here. And as you can see, it didn't take us that long to make them, you know, once we had our homework done ahead of time. And then it was just a matter of layering and putting them together. So because I offered this a class ahead of time, I'm not doing make and takes for this week. But if you do place an order with me this week of $35 or more, by Saturday, I will send you a package of these gold holly leaves as a thank you gift. Okay. Now, I still have one of these kits left. If you're interested in that, just email me, and I'll give you the details on that if you would like to purchase one of the kits to make these cards. And then let me quickly go over a couple things and show you what we've got in store for next week, because I've got some really fun Christmas cards for next week too. A reminder, if you like paper pumpkin, this is the paper pumpkin kit that we got this month. And oh my gosh, so cute. I actually just took this kit to Chicago with me so I would do a little stamping while I was there. And because the kits, they include everything, the little stamp, glue dots, dimensionals, stamp pad, little twine, like all the embellishments. And this was a tag kit. So let me show you these really cute tags that this kit made. So really easy to put this together, lots of fun, easy to take on the go. So I think those tags were really cute with paper pumpkin. So if you are interested in paper pumpkin, you can email me, I'll give you the details. This month's kit is Good Things Come in Small Packages, so it's a bunch of gift card holders. So if you're interested in paper pumpkin, let me know. And then let me just show you quickly what I have for next week. Next week I have Window Wishes. And we're going to make this card right here. This is actually a card that I made for the swaps when I went to Dallas. So I think that's a really fun card. We're going to do this shaker card with the Window Wishes. And that says peace. Oh, look at one of my little things came off, my little berries on my wreath. I'll have to put that back on. And then again, with the Window Wishes, we're going to make this really pretty little Christmas tree card. So I hope you can join me next Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me this week and watching my video. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Don't forget to share and sign up for the contest, and email me if you're interested in the adhesive kit. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.